in the garage tonight with Oscar the Mini on the rotisserie still. I've been concentrating on getting the new heritage floor in most of the week, so I've getting that all prepped and in. It's tacked in, not temporary, it's tacked in permanently in 4 corners, so 2 at the back on the top, 1 down the bottom and 2 at the front. So we've got 2 wells there, as you can see. That's got it fixed at that corner, and all the way down the other side it's fixed in that corner. It's also fixed in that corner all the way down there, and it's also fixed in with our jig bolts there through the seat belt mounts. It's through the gearbox hanging bobbins, and it's also held in place there. So all 4 corners it's in, and it should be square. It's as square as it can be. It's back in its original position. But this is done so I can get the subframe on. Now the subframe came back from the powder coaters. Pro Coating Solutions done an excellent job. You can barely see the repairs. I would put a repair in there. There was a repair in here. Excellent repairs. 1 down there, 1 here, and a few others dotted around, but anyway, it's sound. We've got it bolted up, new bolts, new eye, cleaned up the mounts, same down the other end. But basically, yeah, that is this section here I know is all square and true, which allows me to line up my boot floor and get it square. So the holes at the minute, that hole should line up with that hole, but the boot floor is too high, so the boot floor needs to go down so I can put a bolt in through there and through that one. It's similar down on this side. The boot floor, again, it's telling me it's too high, which is correct. So the boot floor I need to knock down overs, like down that way, put the bolts in. Once that's in place, then I can jiggle it about, take these clamps off, tighten it all back up, and then I'll do a series of welds, probably in the corner, in the middle, right round it. Once that's done, then I know the boot floor is in straight, true, and keeps the car square. And hopefully, once that's in place, I'll take off the subframe and just completely weld the new floor in and the boot floor, and I'll get it back on with the back end and sort out all this rot. It's a mess, but yeah, going good. Right, let's get cracking. The underfloor is finally finished. That took a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of welding going to put one of these in. So you got the main floor all in now. Remember we had the subframe in there to line up these holes. So them 2 lined up, and where are them 2 down there lined up. Once they lined it up, I tacked it in all 4 corners and then removed the subframe, and then I've been round and welded everything. So welded right round the arches, new closing panel, a couple of dodgy welds there. I ran out of gas, so I'll have to redo them too, and that lot up there. But yeah, we've got a few finishing bits to do. Weld across there, same down there, but that's it. The floor's all in and complete now. We welded right along here, all the way down around the tunnel, all plug welded, all cleaned down, and it was pretty much the same on the inside. So I'll get a look on the inside for you if we can. I'll get a torch. And on the inside as well, all the way down there. So that is pretty much in all, and we made sure the sills lined up with the doorsteps. That's it. Oscar's floor is pretty much in. I forgot to say, to finish off the floors, we've got to put a few bits on. So that is the fuel tank bracket, that's got to go in the boot floor. I forgot to put the bonnet stay on, so I'll have to weld that into the inner wing. But we've also got lots of bits in here that I've kept safe. That is the negative terminal holder for the battery clamp. That. So where's the bolt for that? The bolt is in here somewhere. And then we've got these things. What, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm missing. Oh, it's there. Right. That bolt goes in there. So that one locates there. So that's where the bolt comes through for the negative clamp on the battery, so that has to be tack welded in there. That goes there. And we've got these little things. Now these, that is for the fuel rail. So the fuel rail, these plastic pegs here, that fits under there and then fastens in. So I've measured them off the old floor and we're at, there's one hole there, so that's got to be tack welded in place there, and then there's 2, 3, where was the fourth one? The fourth one, there was a fourth one somewhere. Why have I got 4? I'll scratch my head and have a cup of tea and think about it. Why have I got 4? There is a fourth one somewhere. There's 1, 2, 3. Where's the bloody fourth one go? Yeah, I found it. So it's that hole there on the boot floor. So that's the 4th locating peg for the fuel rail, plastic threaded things. Don't know what you could call them, but we'll get them put on. Right, and that's the fuel rail pins all pinned in. There's one, there's the second one, other one's down there, and the fourth one, which I couldn't find, went there. And while I was at it, I put the fuel tank bracket on, which is there. The fuel tank bracket went on, and the rear seat belt bracket went on, and then one's down there. So that's the floor finished finally.